Hi, this is Peter Lasowski with the CrocBrain Selling System, Brain Science to Selling, and I'm really excited that you made it to the registration page here. Go ahead over on the, I guess it would be off to my left. You're going to find a place to register for the free webinar series here. You want to enter your name, your email, your phone number, and things like that. These are absolutely free of charge, and they're going to be held every week, every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, or whatever your time zone is in the world, because I know a lot of people all over the world are using this. A lot of you Enagic distributors are all over the world, and so we're going to have this available to everyone, okay? The thing about it here, guys, is if you look below the video here, you're going to see a lot of the how-to things. I'm going to teach you and give you pieces of the Crocodile Brain Selling System, like I've done with hundreds of other people in Enagic, used it to dramatically grow their business and to prove to yourself that this actually works. You're more than welcome to join the membership site if you'd like. There will be a link at the end of each webinar in case you want to check that out, introductory video. That's entirely up to you. That's your decision, your call. Okay, but some of the things you're going to learn here in these free webinar series is, top conversation starters that really keep the crocodile brain sales filter down and strike interest to get that elephant inside of their brain charging at you, so that they either want to sample your water if they're an end customer, or they want to set up a business call if they're a business builder. The three types of people that you're going to be talking to, two of which are not. Ones that are going to be buying the water from you, how to determine when you do have a prospect, that's the only type of person that you can sell to, and exactly what to say and what to do to make sure that they are a true prospect. I know a lot of you have thought you had prospects, and then something happens and they don't close well, or they don't show up for demos or phone calls and things like that. So that's really what you're going to learn there. How the brain actually makes a buying decision, okay? And just like I told you in the introductory video, it's not what you think. It's not what I thought for several years as a corporate executive. So you're really going to learn some of the Brain Science 101 there. How to get a person to tell you why they want to buy their machine as an end consumer, or why they want to start the King and Water business alongside you. There's some simple questions there. How to build likability and trust. There's a 4-personality type program that we go on to try to understand which personality type they are, and then chameleon to that personality type, and then deal with the 4 ego filters to build that likability and trust of those people, so they feel like they're a lot like them. Okay. Other things like where to find business builders. Okay, a lot of you would love to have more business builders in your business. Doesn't take many of them to dramatically grow your business if they're good ones. They're not duds. They're actually working the business alongside of you. So, but where do you find these business builders? And then how do you sign them up? What's the step-by-step process? A lot of times, guys, we're finding business builders and signing them up, and they chose not to sample the water for 2 weeks to 30 days. They're just looking for a business opportunity. And there's people all over the world that are looking for a way to either augment their income or get out of their JOB and do this as a full-time venture. Okay? How to handle I have to think about it. I know, I've heard that several times in sales. Well, we've got a way to actually help to grease the skids on that one. Well, I have to think about it, or I have to talk to my husband or wife. With what we call a limbic implant that kind of runs like a favorite song in your head. And you know that to be true because if you ever had a song pop in your head and it keeps running over and over and over again, this is the automatic program and how to tap into that, what's going on in the brain. How to fill your pipeline with unlimited prospects and where to find these. I mean, there's a bunch of ways to find these in your local community. Yes, you can find them online. We're going to show you how to do that Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. But there's a lot of places in your online community as well. Okay, there's going to be other things you're going to learn about how to build your business. We call this the 4-legged stool of business. How to have daily method of operation accountability with you and your team members, and then the selling skills, and then what we call Mastermind Alliance. We're going to get into later on some of the blueprint reprogramming and some of the techniques that have been developed over the last 20 to 25 years that will really help you and your team to become fearless out there in the marketplace and not really have that nervousness or fear. So guys, I really encourage you, go ahead and fill out the registration box over there right to the next of this video, and fill out your name, your phone number, your email address, and things like that. Register for this webinar. It's 8 p.m. May 4th. It starts 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. These are absolutely free. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to have a teaching point of the week. You're going to have some homework. You're going to actually go out and prove and put into action what you're learning every week, like hundreds of others have, and find out what happens in your business, whether it's in the prospecting area, it's in building likability and trust, it's in conversation starters. But you're going to see, once you start using some of these, how much fun and relaxed you really are going to be, because you don't have to be nervous and worry about, how to sell, how to close, all these, how to handle objections, all that nonsense that we've been taught in sales that really you don't need to have. Okay? So again, these are things that anyone can use in a conversational manner, low stress, no nervousness. Once you use them and you master them, it just becomes fun. So please fill out the registration box over to the side of the video there. Put in your name, your email, your phone number, and things like that. Get yourself registered, and make sure you get in early to make sure you get a spot in the webinar there, starting this May 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that, this is Peter Lasowski with the Crocodile Brain Selling System, brain science to selling.